Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. In recent years, many have crowned Max Verstappen as the most complete driver on the Formula One grid. His dominance on the track, paired with his relentless consistency, has solidified his status as one of the sport's top talents. Even during a challenging 2024 season, when Red Bull didn't provide him with the best car, Verstappen showcased his ability to extract every ounce of performance from his machine, ultimately defending his title for yet another year. But this raises a question that splits the F1 community. Is Verstappen truly the most complete driver of today? Or is his success primarily down to having a superior car? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Interestingly, Verstappen himself addressed this topic in a recent interview with Formula One's official website. When asked about his weaknesses as a driver, the Dutchman gave a bold and confident response. "I don't feel like I have any weaknesses. Of course, I would never admit to that. But I'm also very open about the fact that there's always room for improvement." Verstappen's statement reflects his mindset as a top-tier competitor. He knows that, while perfection may be unattainable, striving for constant improvement is key to maintaining his status at the top of the sport. He added, "I know it's very difficult. On a single weekend, some people might have an amazing performance. But the important thing is how you keep that high-level performance throughout the entire year." This relentless pursuit of consistency sets Verstappen apart from many of his rivals. While other drivers might excel in certain conditions or tracks, Verstappen has proven time and again that he can adapt to almost any situation. Whether it's wet weather, high-pressure moments, or mechanical challenges, the Dutch driver seems to find a way to get the best out of his car. During the interview, Verstappen also shared insights into his approach to racing. "I always push myself to be in my best shape. Even when things aren't going well, I try to figure out how to make the most of the situation. I focus on what works for me, understanding that my way of doing things isn't necessarily the same as other drivers' approaches." His words reveal a unique understanding of his own driving style and a refusal to compare himself to his peers. This self-awareness, coupled with a deep knowledge of his strengths, has been crucial to his success. However, claiming to have no weaknesses is a bold statement in a sport as complex as Formula One. Every driver, no matter how talented, faces challenges at some point. The question remains whether Verstappen's confidence stems from genuine belief or is simply a psychological tactic to keep his competitors second-guessing. For Verstappen, it's clear that mindset plays a significant role in his performance. His ability to stay calm under pressure, make quick decisions, and maintain consistency throughout an entire season is what separates great drivers from legends. But does that mean he truly has no weaknesses? Or has his success been amplified by being in the right car at the right time? Critics often point to Red Bull's dominant package as a key factor in Verstappen's achievements, arguing that any top-tier driver in the same car would achieve similar results. That said, history shows that even great cars need great drivers to maximize their potential. Verstappen has consistently outperformed his teammates, often making the difference when the car wasn't at its best. His ability to adapt to different scenarios and extract maximum performance has been a hallmark of his career. So, what do you think? Is Max Verstappen genuinely the most complete driver in Formula One today? Or is his success more a product of Red Bull's engineering brilliance? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. One of the most exciting aspects at the start of any Formula One season is seeing the liveries that teams choose for their cars. With each new year, many teams tweak their designs to reflect changes in sponsors, brand identity, and even performance improvements. Recently, there's been a trend to reduce the amount of paint on cars to save weight. Every gram counts in F1. However, there's one team that rarely changes its look: Red Bull. For several seasons, their cars have sported the same dark blue livery with touches of red, yellow, and black. It's a classic design that fans associate with success, but some supporters have started to call for a fresh look. Let us know in the comments. Do you like Red Bull's current livery, or do you think it's time for a change? Interestingly, this time it's not just the fans pushing for a new design. It's Max Verstappen himself. The two-time world champion and Red Bull's leading driver recently expressed his desire to see something different for the 2025 season. In a recent interview, Verstappen shared his thoughts on the team's iconic, but somewhat repetitive, color scheme. "I'm excited to see my car," Verstappen said. "I hope it's a bit different. Actually, I was talking about this today. I really like those cars with bright colors. We have so many matte blue cars, and I think sometimes it's good to spice things up a bit." Verstappen's comments suggest that he's ready for a bolder, more vibrant look on his car. His preference for shiny, bright colors could signal a shift in Red Bull's design philosophy, if the team listens to his suggestion. For years, Red Bull has maintained a consistent brand image through their car livery. The dark blue and matte finish have become synonymous with the team's dominance on the track. But with Verstappen's influence and his rising status as one of the sport's greatest drivers, perhaps his voice will carry enough weight to prompt a change. Fans have long been asking for a more radical redesign, something that stays true to Red Bull's identity but adds a modern twist. A brighter, shinier car could be just what's needed to stand out on the grid and bring some excitement to the 2025 season. But will Red Bull take the risk? Historically, the team has preferred stability and continuity over flashy changes. Their success on the track speaks for itself, and some might argue that there's no need to fix what isn't broken. However, if Verstappen's wish for a new livery is granted, it could bring a fresh energy to the team and delight fans who've been hoping for a more dynamic design. So, what do you think? Will Red Bull surprise us with a new, brighter livery for 2025? Or will they stick to their tried-and-true dark blue look? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Lewis Hamilton has entered a new chapter in his illustrious career, marking a significant change by parting ways with Mercedes after years of dominance and success. Now, the seven-time world champion embarks on a journey with Ferrari, a move that fulfills a lifelong dream of driving for the iconic Italian team. But beyond the emotional aspect, Hamilton firmly believes that Ferrari offers him the best chance to fight for a record-breaking 8th world title. However, not everyone shares his optimism. The current Formula One grid is packed with young, hungry talents, where every millisecond can make or break a race. In such a competitive environment, some question whether Hamilton, now 40, can still keep up with the pace. Former world champion Mika Hakkinen recently weighed in on Hamilton's prospects, offering both advice and a cautious outlook on his future. Drawing from his own experience, Hakkinen said, "I can tell you one thing. I retired in 2001 because I started to lose my edge. Some days I was incredibly fast, but other times I was losing 2 or 3 tenths, and that was a big issue. At that point, I made the decision to thank my team and walk away from Formula One at my peak." Hakkinen's story highlights a critical point about a driver's decline, which can be difficult to notice until it's too late. He went on to clarify that his choice to retire was personal and that every driver's situation is different. Yet, when discussing Hamilton specifically, Hakkinen expressed concern about the British driver's current form. It's clear that Hamilton is no longer at 100%. His performances over the last few years have shown signs of struggle, and everyone can see it. The question now is whether he can find that missing edge again. For Hamilton, the move to Ferrari is a high-stakes gamble. The team has a legacy of demanding excellence from its drivers, and anything less than top-tier performances is not tolerated. Hakkinen emphasized this point, suggesting that Hamilton needs to be honest with himself. If he feels that he's no longer as strong as he once was, he needs to acknowledge that and work on his weaknesses. Ferrari won't accept mediocre results, and Hamilton knows that better than anyone. Despite his cautionary advice, Hakkinen remains hopeful that Hamilton can bounce back and end his career on a high note. "I believe Lewis has what it takes to turn things around. He's a fierce competitor, and if anyone can silence the doubters, it's him. But he needs to act now." The question on everyone's mind is whether Hamilton can adapt to this new challenge and thrive in a team that hasn't seen a world champion since Kimi Räikkönen in 2007. Ferrari's expectations are immense, and the pressure to deliver is unlike anything Hamilton has faced before. Still, the move to Ferrari is a poetic one. For years, Hamilton spoke of his admiration for the Scuderia, and now he has the chance to live that dream. But will that dream translate into on-track success? Or will it become another chapter in Ferrari's recent struggles? Hamilton's legacy is already cemented as one of the greatest drivers in Formula One history, but achieving an 8th title with Ferrari would elevate him to mythical status. As he gears up for this new journey, fans and critics alike will be watching closely. What do you think? Can Lewis Hamilton adapt to life at Ferrari and fight for another world championship? Or has his time at the top come to an end? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.